So you grew up where in Canada?
Small town Milton. Only a few people will know that. But I got kicked out of my house when I was 16, and I moved to Etobicoke, Toronto area.
Okay.
That's where I was in school for high school because I did School of the Arts and all that. And I got my first apartment when I was 16 years old.
Why'd you get kicked out at 16?
So traveling from Milton to Toronto / Etobicoke, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, I had to walk 20 minutes, and then I had to take the train, and then I had to bus, and then subway, and then bus again to school every day, there and back.
So how long did that take? A couple hours?
About an hour and a half.
Okay.
2 hours, depending on what the fuck's going on.
Uh-huh.
So sometimes I wouldn't want to go back home. And on top of that, I was like smoking weed. My parents were very against weed at that point, which is fucking stupid. Because my brother and my dad now smoke together, and he's like, what, like 16?
Yeah, but telling your 16-year-old not to smoke weed is like telling your like, 12-year-old not to drive the car.
Yeah, but
'Cause
like,
it's
have that
it's
same
worse for you when you're younger, right?
have that same energy with my little brother, right?
Yeah, but that's the first kid always gets the super strict rules. I saw that with my sister, where
facts.
once she started going through the same things I was going through, my parents were way less strict because
Yeah.
they saw that it didn't matter that they were strict with me.
It's true. It's very true. The first child always gets shits on. Shits on?
Shits on, yeah.
Shits on?
Shit on. There's other
Shit
ways to
on,
put
there
it, but
you
yeah,
go.
something like that.
But yeah, so I got my first apartment when I was 16, and then at 17 years old, I moved to LA.
And your parents weren't worried about you that you were 16 living on your own?
It was weird. It was
And
a
how'd you have
weird
money?
time. Social media.
Oh,
Yeah.
even then.
Yeah, so I started when I really blew up on social media when I was 15.
Whoa, I didn't realize it was that young.
Crazy, yeah. And then I started making money when I was like 16.
So tell me about what the process of blowing up was like. Because you were a Musical.ly kid turned
Yeah.
TikToker, and was that the first thing?
I'm surprised you know what Musical.ly is. A lot of people just
I'm
know
38,
what TikTok
but
is.
I've done my reading. Yeah.
Okay. It was a good time for me. I loved it. I loved every fucking moment of it. I'm an attention whore, so I fucking love that shit.
Where do you think the thing was that blew you up, though?
I think I got lucky.
I was watching a video. There's a guy named Sunny V2 on YouTube that I watch.
That sounds familiar.
Does
and I don't know
videos
why.
pretty much exclusively about other people's trauma, like their career falling off or whatever. And he made a video about or just why people blow up in general or whatever. And he had a video about Bella Poarch. And it is really fucking hard to define what the thing that blew her up was. She's really pretty. She looks good in her TikToks. Her TikTok seems like she has a cute personality or whatever. But sometimes it just hits, and like the platform just decides this is the new girl.
I feel like you either have to be really fucking funny or really fucking attractive or both. And it's shitty to say that, but like that's just facts, man. Like I don't know what it was for me because when I was 15, in my personal opinion, I was not cute.
Right, but the
I don't
algorithm.
think I was funny at all.
That's what's
happened.
weird. The algorithm is creepy because the
Super
algorithm
creepy.
decided that at 15 you were good looking enough.
It was my first video too.
Really? The first one you uploaded?
My first Musical.ly ever got like 100,000 views, and that was so much for the time because there was not a lot of users back then.
Right.
Okay, having 20K back then was like having 3 million now.
Right.
Put it in perspective.
Did you feel like you were pretty at that time? Like, were you getting attention like in school or whatever, or was this like kind of like a revelation to you? Like, oh, they like me.
After I started Musical.ly, because things were like a little different, like from the transition from going from like just living my best life to like living my best life with a large social media presence.
It is a very weird thing. And you're not ready for it at 15, I would assume.
I liked it. There had a lot of ups and downs for sure, but I would definitely prefer that over doing what I was doing before.
Working at Tim Hortons.
Just doing what I fucking do. Like, I worked at a barbershop. I worked as a gymnastics coach. I used to do like dance and gymnastics beforehand. So I loved that. It was fun, but it wasn't. I never wanted to work a 9 to 5.
So you come from humble beginnings, like your parents weren't rich or anything?
Yeah, they weren't super rich. They weren't mediocrely rich. They weren't poor. They were just chilling, you know?
Right.
Normal household. I mean, it was okay.
Right.
But I definitely made my life myself.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
Hey, if you enjoyed this clip and you want to see more, this is our new Clips channel. Help us get to 10,000 subscribers. Hit subscribe down below. Appreciate y'all.